there, it's 2020. We're getting ready for the new season. Today we're gonna actually show you how to do a proper warm-up. It could be on the bike, I'm gonna show you a stepper, and then I'm gonna take you through a bit of a strength program for getting ready for the new Gran Fondo season, specifically the Highwood Pass Gran Fondo. So before we do any strength conditioning, we certainly need to warm up. We've got to get the body temperature up, we've got to lubricate the joints, we've got to get ready for some strength, maximum muscle recruitment. So in this case, I'm doing it on the bike. Makes sense. We're training for a bike event. So usually it's going to take 10 or 15 minutes for me to feel like my body temperature is going up. Any bike will do. Adjust the saddle accordingly. It may not be perfect, but just spin away. Every couple of minutes, I'll increase the resistance. Naturally, I'm starting to push a little bit harder. And eventually, after 10 minutes, I'm gonna start to sweat a little bit. You're welcome to stand up, stretch out a little bit. The bottom line is you're getting ready for more aggressive strength resistance training. Use any of the bikes, and I'm gonna show you a stepper here as part of the warm-up. All right, so I've made my way over to the step machine. Personally, there's a lot of benefits from using this step machine. Again, you're still pressing through the legs, through the glutes, a little bit of calf activation at the bottom of the stroke. You can change the tempo at which the stair goes up and down. So when I actually get on here, I start off fairly slow, getting full range of motion, but really activating again those quadriceps, engaging the glutes. If I hold hard and quite long on each downstroke, it's gaining quite a bit of strength using my body mass. And then often, after say 5 minutes, I'll increase the tempo so that now the rate at which I have to move goes up, more similar to cycling. So now we're looking at say 80, 85 pushes per minute, like a pedal stroke on a bike. And I'm having to work pretty hard. I'm getting a pretty decent cardio demand on this. Heart rate's going up, breathing's going up. So now I'm sort of in the midst of a harder cardio workout. Maybe after 10 minutes of this, I'll slow it down and go back to more of a leg strength where I'll just hold each step and activate again those glutes, pushing hard, pushing down. Again, great training for cycling. And then we can start moving on to the real resistance training on the track and onto the machines. So again, now here we are on the strength apparatuses. This one here is the leg extension machine. You don't need to go very heavy on this, again, because it can give you a lot of tension through the knee, so I tend to go fairly light. But as you can see, as you go through the range of motion, the initial phase starts from that inner knee muscle. And so we just end up doing anywhere between 10 and 15 reps, reasonable load, but it tends to burn immediately. It's isolating that muscle group. The final extension does start to incorporate the vastus lateralis and the other quadricep muscles. But again, we're using this primarily for that inner ear knee muscle. And it's a great tool, again, to supplement in your strength development. Here we are at a classic leg press that most facilities will have. Again, this is incorporating most of the joints from the ankle to the knee to the hip. The key with this type of machine is to set it up properly. Some people will have their feet back too far, which means it puts a lot of strain over the knees. It's very important that you walk forward so that you have roughly a 90-degree bend at the knee joint. From there, it's a matter of pressing up, and as you can see, the initial press actually is activated through the glutes, and then again, the big quadricep muscles are engaged. The other important aspect is not to actually straighten and lock the knees at the end of the stroke. Keep them soft so that, again, the muscles are activated. Come down to that 90 degrees, breathe, push, back down, breathe, push, and do again more of an endurance set, which is somewhere between 15 to 20 reps. All right, here we are at the hamstring machine, and I like to incorporate this to rebalance, again, the muscles that surround the hip and the joint. Often as cyclists, we tend to get overdeveloped in that quadricep side, that front part of the thigh. So the hamstring activates again, stabilizing the knees. That's pretty much the purpose as well. And in this case, this machine will activate the hamstring as we curl all the way up. Try to again get our heels right to our butt, and then lower nice and slow and relaxed, nice and controlled, back up, almost touch your buttocks. And again, this is activating the back of the leg and a little bit of the calf muscle to rebalance the development of those big quadricep and glute muscles, which are primarily used for the cycling. Strong hamstrings does help the performance of cyclists, for sure, again, as they call it, a concurrent shift, whereby, again, most of the muscles of the legs are still being activated even in a cycling motion.